right there. Let's get the audio going. Okay. Okay. All right then. Apparently I don't know what he did there. All right there. Well, we're gonna try this again. The audio recorder's not working for some reason. Don't know if the battery's dead in it or what's going on there, but this is the Sullivan Project podcast. Hey Google, what time is it?
It's 10:45.
Okay. Uh, so I'm trying to do that so I know what time it is here. Hopefully y'all can see me. Having some trouble recording the last couple podcasts because I can't get the camera in the right spot and the audio ain't right. But we're gonna try to do this again. Hopefully it's gonna work for a third time here this week. And I don't know why the audio recorder is not coming on. So that's kind of weird there. But we'll get that straightened out. Anyways, we got a lot of updates here for the podcast. And I'm Harold Sullivan, first of all, your host. And you can reach me, Harold Sullivan 78 on YouTube, Harold Sullivan 78 on TikTok, and Harold Sullivan period 35. That's Harold Sullivan dot 35 on Facebook. So I did, I got Mick Foley from the WWF WWE, the wrestler. He did a trailer for me. So that's on YouTube. Also, I just finally got on We're All Psychic podcast. We were able to get the electronic figured out and stuff. So check that out. We're All Psychic podcast. The episode is called uh, Vessel, Harold's Interview. And I've been talking to them, and hopefully they'll be on my podcast soon. And I can get some more people. If you want to be on the podcast or you have anything you want us to talk about, because I have guests sometimes, let me know. Again, it's Harold Sullivan, 78 on YouTube and TikTok, and Harold Sullivan, period 35 on Facebook. And see what other updates we got here. Oh, I just heard recently Willie Spence. I'm a little bit behind on the podcast, so but Willie Spence from American Idol, I believe, he died. Oh, okay. Hopefully that doesn't move, buddy. But Willie Spence, yeah, and he was my winner. I picked him to win that season, or at least come in the top, and he came in pretty close. And as soon as my sister told me he was in well, he died, I was like, heart. So I don't know yet the autopsy or whatever, but that was the first thing I thought of, and I just loved his voice from the beginning. He had the voice of an angel, and he's so young in his early 20s, I believe. So it's a shame that he had to die to, that was his purpose, so that the music will get out, and now he'll be more famous. That happens with people, you know, a lot of famous singers, a lot of singers. So shout out to Willie Spence. We'll find out what happened to you, brother, but we'll be together one day, you know. Let's see here, what else? Hey Google, what did I want you to remember?
Here's what you told me. First, one man is every man. Second, the word seventh tower of heaven cast Wilkes. Third,
Okay.
harmonic transference Lularu.
Okay. Oh, first of all, this is called In the Beginning Part 2, like French Part 2. So we're going to talk a little bit about me growing up and stuff here as well. So, what was that again here? Hey Google, repeat.
Sure. Here's what you told me. First, one man is every man.
Hey Google,
Second,
stop. Yeah, one man is every man. That's something that came to me recently. Uh, so,
sorry, I don't know how
hey
to help
Google,
with that.
stop. I'm not even talking to you. Another thing that came to me recently was believe in you. Okay, and this is oh, just a few days ago before I did that podcast with We're All Psychic. Another shout out for them again. But yeah, I believe in you just came to me because there's a lot going on right now in the world in the last couple of years with different religions and groups and books of this, and it's like just believe in you. This is what's coming to me. Believe in you. You have it. You have it all. You have the power. You have the ability. Just believe in you. When it all comes down to it, believe in you. All right. Also, seventh towers of heaven or something. I'm not sure what that even means, but if anybody knows what that is, let me know. This came to me recently as well. Hey Google, what did I want you to remember?
Here's what you told me. First, one man is every man. Second, the word seventh tower of heaven
Hey,
cast Wilkes.
hey Google, delete
Third,
the first one.
done. It's forgotten.
Okay. Also, the other day, whenever we were setting up for the podcast, I asked my sister. I said, "What do these? Uh, I want to know what these girls look like because I had never seen them because I'm blind. I became blind a little over a year ago, and so I was just pretty much seeing in my third eye, and I described them both. I said, "Is Lisa reddish blonde, light complexion, palish, and like a redhead would have, and then Misty was a blonde, and I was correct on both. So my guessing, or whatever you want to call it, my intuition is kicking in even more and more. So it's not really guessing; it's knowing now. So, hey Google, what did I want you to remember?
Here's what you told me. First, the word seventh tower of heaven cast Wilkes. Second, harmonic transference Lularu. Third, Willie.
Hey Google, delete the first one.
Done. It's
Okay,
forgotten.
harmonic transference. I'm not sure what that is, but I either heard it or I know the word for some reason. So again, if anybody knows what that is, let me know. Harold Sullivan 78 on YouTube and TikTok. Harold Sullivan period 35 on Facebook. Harmonic transference is a word that came to me recently. And then there's another word, Uguru or Boogaroo, which I believe is a creature. Okay, and this word came to me before I saw spoilers. The last episode of the Winchesters, a new supernatural spinoff. Well, the last one up to date of this podcast. There was a creature, a shapeshifter, which is what a boogaroo or whatever it is. So I kind of knew ahead of time what that episode was going to be about. I didn't know what the word, like where it was coming to play, and then I checked out the episode. So yeah, let's talk about those a little bit here. The episodes I did. The Winchesters is on now. It's pretty good, so I'm still into that. Quantum Leap is going good to reboot, whatever you want to call it. I did start the new Halloween. Halloween ends. I couldn't even do it. Halloween really did end. I mean, they messed it up so bad. And Halloween is my favorite. The favorite first movie. Halloween '78 was my favorite, and the franchise, the character, and I mean, I could do them all, but I couldn't even finish this last one. It was so bad. So, and same with the new Scream. I mean, geez, or Scream 5 or whatever you want to call it, same thing. So I couldn't do either one. And then Chucky season 2, I couldn't do it. After the first season, that's enough. And spoilers, yeah. I mean, there's like a bunch of different Chucky dolls running around, and it's not even funny anymore or scary. At least it was a little bit funny. But now the way he's making fun of different people, and there's kids in there, and they're talking dirty, and there's people of different sexes with other sexes, and it's like they just made the show for Chucky just to make fun of people, and just it's not even cool. So and then Love Boat, I've been checking that out, and the new challenge, the Real Love Boat and the challenge, those shows are doing pretty good. I'm still into those this season. Hey Google, what did I want you to remember?
Here's what you told me. First, harmonic transference Lularu.
Hey Google,
Second,
delete the
Will.
first one.
Done. It's forgotten.
Hey Google, what did I want you to remember?
Here's what you told me. First, Willie. Second, believe in you. Third, me and kids apple pie lemonade stand bladder.
Okay, me and kids. Okay, so when I was a kid, like I used to sit out a lot and just I used to get I couldn't play football or do other things or whatever that most kids did, so I would get like I would live through them or live through other people when they're experiencing things. I would live through that and feel the joy, as well as the pain mostly when I was younger. Now I know what it was, but I didn't have kids. I haven't. I'm 43 yet. Speaking of that, I'm going to talk about this. Danny honored me and asked me to be his the godfather to his baby he recently had. So, and she's going to be on the pod, or he's going to be on. Well, him and her will be on the podcast. So I did a recording with them. She's only a few months old, and he understands. Like I almost teared up when he asked me, and he understands how much that means to me. So bless her, send some blessings her way. And there was a lady who, when I lived in West Aliquippa, she had these statues, and I used to go past her house all the time. These big carved, like stone, 3 or 4 foot statues that had to weigh hundreds of pounds. I don't even know if they were there when she got there or how she got them there, this lady. But she used to make apple pie, and I used to smell it. She was one of them, but this was back in the 80s. She'd put it in the window. She'd make a pie or two, just like they used to do, and I used to smell it. So one day she gave me a piece, and I started getting a piece every time she made it for a while, a couple of years or whatever. And it's the best apple pie I ever had, and it still is to this day. I don't know how she made it, back then, but it was the best. And I do remember me and my friend Matt, uh, one of the friends I had in West Aliquippa, Raymond, Matt, not too many friends. I moved out of there when I was 11, but we had a lemonade stand, and we made $10.71. And one day, me and Matt, and we split it and threw the penny down, and that was pretty cool. Something neat, selling lemonade and candy on the corner, right by the old fire station there. Hey Google, what did I want you to remember?
Here's what you told me. First, Willie. Second, believe in you. Third, me and kids apple pie lemonade stand bladder.
Hey Google, delete the first one.
Done.
And yeah, I
It's
still have the
forgotten.
bladder problems I've had since it started when I was a kid with all the medications they had me on. My mom started putting pop and soda in my baby bottle when I was 2, and then I'm just now 43 trying to start drinking more water, quit drinking all that, plus the alcohol that I used to drink, and all that messed up my bladder so bad that I was at sometimes I'll have to pee 10 times a day, 5 at night, 5 uh, during the day, and it seems like no matter what, if I drink water, I have to pee. If I drink soda, I have to pee. So it's just constant. There's been a points where I couldn't go out because I had to go so bad that if I went out somewhere, I wasn't going to be able to hold it because I don't go in public bathrooms and all that. It's kind of hard to do that being in a wheelchair, and blind now. But that was my thing. I'd go out. I didn't have to go. I could hold it. Now the older I get, it's just like Hey Google, what did I want you to remember? Sorry, I'm trying to do
Here's
this
what
on
you
the run
told me.
here.
First, believe in you. Second, me and kids
Hmm.
apple pie lemonade stand bladder. Third, other falls bus accidents crime movies Joker.
Okay, if I can remember it is Other Falls. Uh, I've fallen. Let's see. I didn't mention the time I fallen. I fell at the bar a couple times. I fell here in the hallway in this place on the ground in the hall. Somehow don't know what happened there. Fell out of the wheelchair. Uh, I almost went off the curb a few times when the wheelchair wasn't acting right, and then when I was losing my sight. These are all times I've been close to death. I was in a bus accident twice. Got hit in the same side on the bus, but luckily I was okay. Uh, I almost went off the ramp on the bus a few times when they were having problems with the electric ramp working in the back when they had the old buses. Let's see here. Hey Google, what did I want you to remember? There's so many times. Oh, the elevators.
My first memory
Hey
of the
Google,
engineers.
stop. Hey Google, what did I want you to remember?
Here's what you told me. First, believe in you. Second, me and kids apple pie lemonade stand bladder.
Okay,
Third, other falls bus accidents crime movies Joker.
okay. Crime movies. There's a couple movies that made me. Well, first of all, yeah, the butt and I got stuck in the elevator a couple of times. One time the elevator was smashing against me when I dropped my fanny pack in it, and I didn't want to leave it in the elevator. So I went to go out of the elevator, and it started smashing at me, and I almost got it then. Luckily, it stopped, and I got to back up in the elevator, and I wanted to stay in the elevator till someone got in to get my bag. I didn't want to leave it to ride up and down. I didn't want to leave the bag in there. And then, yeah, some crime movies in the past. These are movies that make me cry. Titanic, of course. Then there's one called Michael with John Travolta where he's an angel. There's Return to You with David Duchovny. I could only get 5 minutes into that movie. And then the Joker. I think I wanted to just talk about how good the Joker character was. Um, Joaquin Phoenix. That's right. They're going to do a Joker 2. It's supposed to be with the blonde, the one that sings. What's her name? She's supposed to be playing Harley Quinn, though. The singer, the one that has one name now. I can't remember her name, but y'all will know who she is. But yeah, she's supposed to be playing Harley Quinn, and they're going to do a musical. I'm not sure how that's going to turn out. But hopefully y'all like this podcast. It's a shorter one, and I'm trying to get this recorded and don't know if the audio is loud. If it's not, turn it up. I appreciate it. Harold Sullivan 78 on TikTok and YouTube. This is the Sullivan Project podcast, and I'm on Facebook too. Harold Sullivan period 35. That's Harold Sullivan dot 35. And remember, be the light, and love is a choice, and so is to hate.